going to be reading from Encyclopedia Brown Shows the Way by Donald J. Sobel. And this one is Chapter 3, The Case of the Knockout Artist. Bugs Meany's heart burned with a great desire. It was to get even with Encyclopedia. Bugs hated being outsmarted by the boy detective. He longed to punch Encyclopedia so hard on the jaw that a lump would come out the top of his head. Bugs never raised a fist, though. Whenever he felt like it, he remembered Sally Kimball. Sally was the prettiest girl in the 5th grade, and the best fighter. She had done what no boy under 12 dreamed was possible. She had flattened Bugs Meany. When Sally became the boy's detective junior partner, Bugs quit trying to use muscle on Encyclopedia, but he never stopped planning his day of revenge. Bugs hates you more than he does me, warned Encyclopedia. He'll never forgive you for whipping him. Just then, Ike Cassidy walked into the detective agency. Ike was one of Bugs's pals. "I'm quitting the Tigers," he announced. "I want to hire you, but you'll have to take the quarter from my pocket. I can't move my fingers." "What's this all about?" asked Encyclopedia. "Bugs's cousin, Bearcat Meany, is spending the weekend with him," said Ike. "Bearcat's only 10, but he's built like a caveman. Bugs said he'd give me $2 to box a few rounds with Bearcat." "Bearcat tripped you and stepped on your fingers?" guessed Encyclopedia. "No, he used his head," said Ike. "I gave him my famous 1-2, a left to the nose, followed by a right to the chin. I must have broken both my hands hitting him." "You should have worn boxing gloves," said Sally. "We wore gloves," said Ike. "Man, that Bearcat is something else." "Did he knock you out?" asked Encyclopedia. "He did, and he didn't," said Ike. "His first punch didn't knock me out, and it didn't knock me down, but it hurt so much I just had to go down anyway." "Good grief," gasped Encyclopedia. "He licked you with 1 punch?" "With 2, corrected Ike. When I got up, he hit me again. I was paralyzed. I couldn't move. I couldn't move enough to fall down." "Bearcat sounds like a coming champ," observed Sally. "He's training for the next Olympics," said Ike. "Isn't he a little young?" said Sally. "You tell him that," said Ike. "He hurt me when he breathed on me." The more Encyclopedia heard about Bearcat, the unhappier he became. "Why do you need a detective?" he asked. "Bugs said I didn't last long enough to earn the $2, replied Ike. "I want you to get back my money." Encyclopedia gulped. This case looked like a bloody nose for sure. "Why don't you forget the $2? Encyclopedia suggested. "It's a matter of pride," said Ike. "Bearcat made me mad. He said I fought like a girl." "Oh, he did he?" cried Sally. She stamped her foot. "We'll take the case. I'd love to teach Mr. Bearcat Meany how a real girl fights." That, thought Encyclopedia, is exactly what Bugs wants. He said nothing, however. When Sally was set out to defend her gender, arguing was useless. He took a quarter from Ike's pocket, and the 3 of them went to see Bugs. They found him sitting in the doorway of his clubhouse. "Did you lose your way?" snarled Bugs. "The ladies' sewing circle meets down the street." "We've come to get Ike's $2, replied Sally. "You're a squirrel's idea of heaven," retorted Bugs. "I don't pay boys to fight like girls." "Maybe you've forgotten how well a girl can fight," snapped Sally. "Shall I remind you?" Bugs held up his hands playfully. "Oh, you know me, I'm too old to fight little girls," he said. "Say, wait a minute. You're in luck. There's a 5th grader in the clubhouse. Maybe he'll box you." "If I win, will you pay Ike his $2? said Sally. "Well, of course," said Bugs. "Am I not a man of my word?" Bugs tossed a pair of boxing gloves at Encyclopedia's feet and disappeared into the clubhouse. His voice sounded from inside. "Some fresh dame thinks she can make you eat dirt, Bearcat." Encyclopedia picked up the gloves. Nervously, he pushed the right glove over Sally's hand and began lacing it. Ike did the same with the left glove. Presently, Bugs came out of the clubhouse. With him was a boy wearing boxing gloves. The boy looked like 3 5th graders. He was as tall as 1 and as wide as 2. "Bearcat," groaned Ike. Bearcat's little dark eyes studied Sally up and down. "She don't look like much," he said slowly. "She thinks girls can do anything boys can," said Bugs. "I don't know," said Bearcat, tapping his knees without stooping. "I never boxed a girl before." "She's been asking for it," said Bugs. "You know what? She said you'd have to fall down a well to get a deep thought. Would I lie to you? Give it to her." Bearcat shrugged. "If you say so, Cousin Bugs," he muttered. He advanced on Sally. Quickly, Encyclopedia stepped between them. "It won't work, Bugs," he said. "The fight is off." You made Ike hire us just so you could get revenge on Sally by putting her against Bearcat. How did Encyclopedia know? Had to be something that Ike did. Here's the picture. You can see there's Bearcat, Sally, and Ike, Encyclopedia. Seems like Ike had a pretty good story about not even being able to use his fingers after his fight. But maybe there wasn't a fight at all. Let's look in the solutions. Solution to the case of the knockout artist. Bugs wanted to get even with Sally for licking him, so he tried to match her against his cousin, Bearcat. He had Ike go to the detective agency with a fake story. Ike said Bugs owed him $2. To get Sally angry enough to fight Bearcat, Ike claimed that Bearcat had said he fought no better than a girl. But Ike got carried away with his role. He said he had hurt his hands on Bearcat's head. He couldn't even reach into his pocket and get a quarter. Later, however, he helped lace up Sally's gloves. He had forgotten his hands were supposed to be too sore. But Encyclopedia hadn't. Case closed. Thanks for listening.